Okay, welcome to the bottom end with Seymour Nurse, and to quote one of her songs, what can I say? The one, the only Flora Purim. Lovely to have you here, Flora. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good, and I'm happy to be part of your series.
Well, it's such an honor, really such an honor.
And I know this is really important to leave it on record that we know each other, that he knows all my songs, even the ones I never sang. And he knows which day, which year, which record. And I don't think I know anybody more capable to bring back some good memories of my last 45 years as a professional singer.
Well, thank you. I know, much appreciation, really appreciate that. And I mean, yes, and it's great to have you in London again, Ronnie Scott's with just the most amazing band. I mean, I have to say that's like the best band I've heard you with for like years. It's just very, very special. How did this new band come about?
Yeah, to us was the fact that José Neto, which was part of our first original Fourth World band, had a break from his other gig with Stevie Winwood, and said, "Oh, I'm gonna be in London. If you guys want, I can gig with you." I said, "You kidding?" So we just quickly rearranged all the music so we could put some of the old stuff. I'm talking about 1992. Back in. And his energy is so incredible. Also, he's a very spiritual person.
I can see that.
We brought it up to the highest level of spirituality, as well as energetic performance. And he made a big difference on how this band would have sounded without him, and how it's sounding now with him in it.
So, because you touch on the spiritual aspect, because for me, what's always been a major factor in your music from day one right till now is there's always been that spiritual message, that energy, which is just very, very, just very, very special.
Yeah, it's, when you become a musician or a singer, you practice to be the fastest and not miss a note. It takes a long time for you to realize that it's not on the speed or on the precision that it lies the communication with your public. Is on how honest you are, and how high is the moon. I mean, how, like, I sing to go up, I sing to reach some of, especially at Ronnie's, some of the spiritual guidance, because Coltrane played there, Miles Davis played there, Charlie Parker played there, Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan and Nancy Wilson. It's the house is full of musical spirituality, and when you tap on it, it's like magic. You could be as tired as you are, you become the most energetic person.
Because I notice that when you sing there, you really go inside yourself. You go into this zone, because I notice that when you come out, it's almost like, well, we're in this reality again. You just go so deep inside of yourself, and it's just extremely emotional.
Yeah, and you take a song, you sing it. I usually sing with my eyes closed, and when I open my eyes, I took that journey through the song. So I finally hear applause, and it wakes me up, and it's like, where am I? It's like, which city is this? Which country is this?
Yeah.
It takes me a few seconds to realize I am at Ronnie's, and then I think my spirit takes a walk out of my body, visit everybody, say hi to everybody, and then when the song's over, it takes a little while for my spirit to come back into my body.
Yeah, no, but that's beautiful. And I mean, obviously, I mean, you have such a, well, I mean, you have the most incredible life story, and obviously it all started in Brazil, because you have a Russian father who played classical music,
Yes.
and your mother's Brazilian, obviously,
Right.
and she's a pianist too.
Yeah.
And but is it true your father wasn't really too keen on, you know, on the Brazilian music, or?
No, he wanted us to study classical because in Russia, this is, he really didn't understand that we were born there and we played with the kids, they were Brazilian, and we absorbed the culture of the streets. And he wouldn't allow any other kind of music at home except classical, mostly Russian composers.
So then how did you get to listen to did you wait for him to leave the house? Or?
Well, I had to count on my mother for that, because she also loved Oscar Peterson and all the great piano players of the swing era, and she would bring home Oscar and Bill Evans and 78 RPM records.
Wow.
And when my father was not at home, we got to hear that, plus Frank Sinatra and Woody Herman, all the big bands. And I was curious, that was the forbidden fruit, you know. So Dad would be out doing something and we'd be just like, wow.
And how old were you during this period?
I was about 8 years old or something like that. Yeah. I was studying classical music, piano. And when I became 12, I told my father that I didn't want to play piano. I wanted to play acoustic guitar, because down at the street, everybody had an acoustic guitar, and a little matchbox, and samba would go on all day long. And I wanted an instrument that I could take with me, that I could hold. And the piano, you cannot take it. It's the hardest instrument. So he proposed that he would borrow a guitar from one of the people that worked with him at the furniture store. And if I could, in 1 week, master one song, he would allow me to take guitar lessons.
Oh, that's cool.
So I took the guitar. It was a steel string guitar. And I played and played and played until my fingers would bleed. And this is actually good, because you have to create calluses in when you're playing chords. And I mastered 2 songs, and he couldn't go back in his work. So he was forced to buy me a good acoustic guitar with nylon strings.
Wow. And you released your first album, EMPM. That was in '64.
Flora's MPM.
Yeah, and it's got the most beautiful version of Reza.
Oh, was just very fresh.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, it was very fresh.
Yeah.
And I was really surprised when I joined Miriam Makeba for a while, and she used to sing this song. She actually hired me so I could help the other singers to pronounce it properly. Laia Ladaia Sabatan Ave Maria. It has a very nice song.
Yeah, gorgeous.
By
melody.
Edu Lobo, yeah.
And because you had to leave Brazil, didn't you? Because there was a lot of political madness that was occurring during that time, and people's lyrics were being censored. You couldn't sing. You didn't have the freedom to sing. What I mean,
Words,
when do you make the decision to to leave Brazil?
Well, I went to see a concert with Chico Buarque,
Yeah.
and he was not allowed to sing a song called Cálice.
Mm-hmm.
Cálice has two meanings. Cálice could be this glass of wine, that you drink wine,
Mm-hmm.
but could be also shut up,
Yeah.
means shut up.
Mm.
So when the show started, the lights went down, and it was at the university, and the lateral doors opened, and about 50 policemen surrounded the audience, and stood up to wait to see if Chico was going to sing.
It was a political song.
It was a political song because it was don't say anything, shut up.
Yeah.
But he wrote it in a poetic way.
Yeah.
So you could use it. If you didn't know anything about politics, you wouldn't know it was a political song.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Chico walked in to stage just with the guitar, acoustic guitar, and he sat in a bench. And the very first song he played was Cálice. Now, he didn't sing the song, he just started to strum the chords, and the whole audience started to sing the song. So the policemen were very confused because their instructions was to arrest Chico if he sang the song, but they didn't know what to do if the audience sang the song.